someone's joined me already. Kailash, is that you, baby? Let me know how the quality of the video is, if you will, sweetheart. Oh, so happy to be home. Thank you to whoever's watching and for liking the video. I'm waiting for Kailash to join me. He's the moderator. And if you have any questions, just ask him. Or if you want to get on the list for Q&A, he'll put you on the list. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. If you're catching me on the replay, make sure you're subscribed. Hi, Kailash. How's the quality of the video, baby? We got good quality. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Alright, I don't want to say a whole lot, but I do want to say that yesterday, if you saw the video, see how he loses feathers? You saw a side of me that not very many people get to see because it doesn't come out often, but when that Scorpio side of me comes out, it's not pretty. And that was a mild Scorpio side of me. There's another side of me that you don't want to ever see. Let me just put it to you like that. My daughter used to tell me when she was growing up, I'm not scared of my dad. And her dad was very rough around the edges. He could be very, there's that blue orb again. He could, I don't know, he could be mean, just downright mean. And she has his same personality, so she can be also. But she used to say, I'm not scared of my daddy, but my mama, when my mama gets mad, she doesn't get mad very often, but when my mama gets mad, I run. And yesterday, I wasn't mad at anybody in particular because Cosmo had bitten Miss Mary, who's a friend of mine I take care of, and she's 106 years old, and he tore her skin off of her finger on both of these fingers. And on one of them, it was really, really bad. Like, she almost needed to go to the doctor, but thankfully I was able to get the bleeding to stop. For those of you who do know Miss Mary and do care about her, she's going to be okay. She's going to need to have her bandages changed regularly, but as long as that is done, and I know it will be, she'll be fine. Okay, so when I started to get ready for this video and I sat down and I got the lights on, Cosmo flew in here and he landed on that pillow over there. And then when I turned the camera on, he flew over here and he got on my head. So he is determined that he's going to be part of our show. All right, may I have a prayer for the collective Holy Spirit? As you saw, if you saw the title of the video, I think I forgot to put the links in for, no, I did put the link in for the music. So when you get finished watching the video, you can go to the description box and just click on the link and it'll take you straight to the song, and YouTube music is where it'll take you and you can see the lyrics. I'm going to read them to you now, but if you want to listen to them again later, you're welcome rather, to do that. All right. Prayer, please, here, because someone's relationship is struggling big time. Dear God, thank you for giving me my family to love and care for. Help me to share with them your Spirit's warmth and love as you bless them with grace and peace. May we as one family live with you forever in heaven. Amen. So this is a family member that I think you're struggling with, or somehow there's a family member involved in your struggling. All right, let's see what comes out. Spirit, what is going on here? Let's just go. Let's get the song real quick so we know, because the song, if you're new, it shapes the music. It shapes the video. And it gives you an idea of what is exactly going on in the reading. And in this case, it's very obvious that you may be in a relationship that's broken up right now. It's not actually together. I mean, rock in a hard place, Bailey Zimmerman. I know you love those candles, but you can't touch them. You can't have any of my coffee either. Alright, here we go. Alright, so it goes like this. Get away from that. We've been swinging and missing. It ain't broke yet, but damn, it needs fixing. Been a while since your kiss felt like kissing. It's just different. We've been talking about forever since we've been together, something about a ring. Makes you think we're better off with all this. But we're caught in between a rock and a hard place. Red wine and mistakes, tears rolling down your face when I walked out that door. And that's when I lost it, a midnight in Austin, and damn, I'm exhausted. What the hell's this all for? Is this where it mends or it breaks, between a rock and a hard place? And for the record, shit, throwing in the towel takes some effort, so I'd rather ride it out for better weather together. Between a rock and a hard place, red wine and mistakes, tears rolling down your face when I walked out that door. And that's when I lost it, a midnight in Austin, and damn, I'm exhausted. What the hell is this all for? Is this where it mends or it breaks, between a rock and a hard place? We've been talking about forever since we've been together, something about a ring. It makes you think we're better off with all this, but we're caught in between a rock and a hard place. Tears rolling down your face as I walked out that door. And that's when I lost it, midnight in Austin, and damn, I'm exhausted. What the hell is this all for? Is this where it mends or it breaks? How much more of this can we take? Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's unpack this song, okay? First of all, you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all have been talking about getting married. There may have even been a ring purchased. Some of you may have already purchased that ring. You may have given it to this person and they may have given it back several times, or they may have given it back one time, because sometimes, for some reason, when you start talking about marriage, things change. And I know this is true. People, until they start talking about marriage, will act one way, and then as soon as they start talking or decide that you're going to be engaged and announce your engagement to the world, honey, that will burn you. It's like that person becomes the true person that they actually are, and they've been pretending all of this time to be the knight in shining armor that you've always been looking for. Or maybe you were just wishing so much that this relationship would work out that you were willing to overlook a lot of red flags, because that is what happened here. Somebody had overlooked a lot of red flags. You could have been together forever, because it sounds like in the song that you've been talking about getting married forever, like y'all have been together for years, but you never got married for whatever reason. And talking about that makes it seem better, but it's not better. You're still swinging and missing. And he's saying it ain't broke, but it needs fixing. But I'm going to tell you right now, it is broke. You're in denial. It is broke. And it's because when you met this person, you overlooked a lot of red flags. You either overlooked them, or they were at a distance from you, or you didn't see them very often, and they were able to put on their persona. They could be a narcissist. I don't know that for sure, but they could be a narcissist. Narcissists can romance you. They can wine you and dine you and probably 69 you. And they can make you think that they are the best thing since sliced bread. And then when you really get to know them, you find out that you are just, what is it they call it? A supply. You're just their supply. Whatever it is that they need, that you have, that you supply for them, that's all you are. And they'll replace you with another supply as quick as you can blink your eyes. Come here. He's acting out. Um, he's fluffing up. He's very aggressive acting. This is part of the reading. This person is being aggressive. That's enough of that. You're not going to treat me that way. You gotta go. You gotta go. And I mean that. I'll put you in that fucking cage. Get off of me. Stay away from me right now. Until you can act right, stay away from me. I'm not trying to be mean to the bird, but you have to be strong with kayaks because they can be very aggressive birds. And he's acting that way because my daughter, bless her heart, she brought a puppy. My mom, where she lives, told her she couldn't keep it. So she brought the puppy here. So he's laying on my bed, and Cosmo's probably jealous. So there could also be some jealousy. You may have found somebody new since you and this person split up. That could be part of the reading. All right, show me what happened here, Spirit. May I say, please? What happened in this situation? I thought it was so cool yesterday how Spirit told y'all to use your own intuition. Y'all are gifted. The card I picked up off the floor was gifted when this reading started. You're too gifted to come here to get your answers all the time. You need to work on getting those yourself. All right, Spirit, show me how this happened. I'm gonna read reversals. Your boundaries are trash, and you're not working out. You're not getting hot and sweaty. And I don't know what working out means. It says work out and grow old as fuck together, but it might mean you're just not working. You don't have a job, and your boundaries are trash. Or it might mean that the two of you are not passionate about each other, and your boundaries suck. All right, what's being hidden? We can't be all things in reverse. So somebody here thinks that they are the shit. I think we're dealing with a narcissist. And what's being shown? That you won't open your mouth. You won't talk to anybody about this. You won't talk to this person. What's going to happen next? I mean, when you stop talking, I used to tell my husband, as long as I'm arguing, we're good. But when I stop arguing with you and I get quiet and I don't have anything else to say, we're over. Like, it's done. It's a done deal. And that's what I think might be happening here, because keep that shit to yourself came out in reverse. So there's something, it's like you've been hiding something, maybe a secret, and you're not going to hide it anymore. You're just not going to keep pretending like there's not a big ass elephant in the middle of the room. What are you not going to keep? Spirit said use another deck. Deal with your drama came out in reverse. So you're not going to keep it to yourself, but you're not going to deal with your drama either. And you're not hard. You're not hard. You're not hard. I keep saying hard. You're not hot, smart, and have a great ass. So somebody here is being called unattractive. You're not attractive. Somebody's saying you're not as... Over here they think they're the shit. And this person's saying you are not the shit. Like, you think you're the shit, but you're not the shit. Alright, let's find out what it is that this person is not talking about. What is it that they're not saying, Spirit, when it says they're not opening their mouth? Let's start at the bottom. Why are their boundaries trash? And why are they not getting hot and sweaty? Let's find out that. What's the boundaries about? Fantasy and true love. Okay. So this was supposed to be your fantasy and true love. The boundaries are about arrogance and true love. So somebody thinks that, you know, they are so much the shit that you would never... How could you ever just walk away from me? Why are your boundaries trash here? Holy shit. Trust your intuition. Spirit said, look, Spirit insists that you trust your intuition when it comes to having flings. Okay. Somebody's having flings, or maybe not. You got to trust your intuition. They're sick of the drama. I don't want any more drama. I'm tired of the drama. I have enough drama in my life. I'm trying to stay out of it, but you can't stay out of it. And you've had enough of these burdens. Enough is enough with all of this burden bullshit that I'm carrying around. That's what boundaries or trash is about. Why are they getting hot and sweaty in reverse? Why are they... It might just be that they don't work out. I don't know. Okay. They're living a double life. Solitude came out. Jealousy, and make them prove it. So somebody has been living a double life and pretending like they're single, and now somebody is wanting to make them prove it because they're jealous. So somebody found out you were not single like you claimed you were, that you really did have someone else. Like, they've been pretending this whole time. That's why this hasn't been working. Or maybe they had told you they were going to work and they were actually with somebody else. Whoever they were with, though, they told that person they were single. Or maybe they're telling you they want to be single, and you're saying, you got to prove this to me. I'm jealous. Like, this person's jealous and wants you to prove something. What are they jealous of? Oh, this is why they're at their breaking point. It's not what they're jealous of. It's why they're at their breaking point. So you're at your breaking point with this person living a double life, and maybe you just want to be single because you're tired of their jealousy and them always wanting to make you prove it. What are they trying to make you prove? That's what we want to know. Oh, it has to do with your freedom. That you really want your freedom. They don't think you really want they don't think you want to leave them. All right. What is it that you, why do you feel like you can't be all things? And see, I think this is them being like arrogant and feeling like they're the big top, because there's no escape. You're controlling and you don't trust the plan. Somebody has no escape from their control issues or from someone's control. You're not getting away from my control because I don't trust that plan. That's why we can't be all things is in reverse. So you can't do anything without this person's permission. Ooh, they don't trust you, and they will... Look, this person has no trust. Secretly, they don't trust anything you do or say. And they are trying to control you from leaving. Oh, why won't you open your mouth? Because you don't care. You're going to take it slow. And you're not going to make a decision when it comes to work. Alright? And why are you not dealing with your drama? And why are you keeping that shit to yourself? Because you need healing that you're not getting. What do you need healing for? It has to do with a friendship, and you're having an epiphany. Okay, what's the epiphany? That this keeps you up late at night, and it's your choice. What do you mean it's your choice? To shut it down. Whether or not you shut this down. What are you leaning towards? Online dating. And somebody's been waiting. You've been keeping somebody waiting. How does the other person feel? Angry came out in reverse. What do you mean they're not angry? Because this is a dying love and the grass is greener. So the love is no longer there. You know, the song talks about how the two of you, it's pretty much over. You just haven't ended it. And whoever this is saying, I'm not mad at you. You know, I know your love is dying, or our love is dying, and the grass is greener somewhere else. I think this person has anger issues, but they're in denial. Look, they're also using something to escape. So obviously they have anger issues, they're just not acknowledging them. This is complicated. So this person is jealous, and every time your friend calls or text, they want to make you prove why you're talking to this person. You're living a double life. And you may not be living a double life. You may or may not. But there's a friend involved, and this person that you're with is so jealous of your friend. And it's like somebody here is accusing you of living a double life, and they want you to prove that you're not doing that. And over here, trust your intuition when it comes to having flings. I don't want any more drama. The burdens are causing me to be at my breaking point. Enough is enough. And the breaking point was about making me prove that I'm not living a double. It's like you're living a double life and you're single. And they want you to prove that you don't want your freedom. You're at your breaking point, though. Yeah, enough is enough. You're tired of having to constantly tell this person, you know, this isn't working anymore. But you have to deal with your drama, sweetheart. Let's get this all upright. Let's talk about it upright. You have to deal with your drama. Alright, you have to realize that why this happened is because you did not acknowledge the red flags. Because you do not have good boundaries. Your boundaries are trash. Block the bad vibes, okay? Your boundaries are so bad here. Like, if you tell this person no, they'll just run all over top of that. They have no respect for no because you've allowed them to not respect you, so they don't respect you. Alright, and then you're not getting hot and sweaty, but you need to get hot and sweaty. If you want this to work, you need to work on boundaries, and you need to either work out and get in shape, because over here it says you're not hot, smart, and you don't have a great ass, which it would indicate to me that you might be overweight or out of shape. Maybe you've had a couple of children with this person, and now you're not taking care of your body. That happens. Sometimes when women have children, I know after I had mine, I got extremely large. And I'm still not thin, but I'm a lot thinner than I used to be. I mean, my face used to be so big that I couldn't stand to see pictures of myself because I had like triple chins. I mean, and that could be your case. Like, you could have gained a lot of weight from having children, or just from not eating right. You may have not been eating the right foods, and eating the wrong foods can put weight on you very quickly, like eating ice cream every night. I used to eat ice cream every night, and I'd put cookies in it. And my stepfather told me one time, he said, that's going to make you fat. And back then, The Biggest Loser was one of the most popular shows on TV. And I told my father that night, it was my stepfather and my mother, I said, next year I'm going to be the biggest loser. And that year, I lost about 90 pounds, and I was the biggest loser. Like, I did lose the most weight in my family, and in any family that I knew. And the way I did it was I changed my eating habits, and I started drinking a lot of water. That's all I did. I drank like a gallon of water a day, every day, and I started eating a whole lot less because I was filled up on the water. And I also got more exercise. I got out and started moving around a little bit more, dancing. I'd go out dancing and stuff. So you might need to, start paying attention to your nutrition and to how you take care of your body. But you don't have good boundaries. And in secret, you feel like you're not enough. But you might, because you feel like you're not enough, it might not be you, this might be somebody else. But secretly, this person feels like they're not enough. And because they feel like they have low self-esteem, it might flip. And they might try to act like they are the shit. Okay? They might have this big ego. And over here, what's being shown is you need to talk. You need to say something. What does this person need to say, Spirit? Let's find out what it is that they need to say, or you need to say. I don't know who you are in the script, but somebody here, Spirit said, hang on and wait for those for a minute. What does this person need to say? Like, if they were to text this person, what is it that would be said? Open your mouth. Booty call. Don't judge. Come over. Remember the flings? So they need to tell you that they had a booty call. And I know your fine ass is not single. Oh, so they need to tell the person. And if you only knew how much I care about you. Okay, so that all came out in reverse. And I can't stop thinking of you as this love. So this person had a fling, like a one night stand with somebody. And they knew you were not single. They knew you were married, or at least in a committed relationship. So this is, they would open their mouth and talk to the person that they cheated with, it looks like. Let me make sure this is not Kailash. Okay. And now they can't stop thinking about you. All right, what would you say back? You would say, I love when you fall asleep on the phone with me. So you talk to this person. That's why your other person is jealous. And I often wonder how you feel about me. How do you feel? I'm falling in love with you. So you and this friend that talk are falling in love. How do you feel about them? They're falling in love. How do you feel? Call me, call me, call me. I'm not a good person. I'm a shitty individual. And thanks for being in my life. So you don't feel very good about yourself. You're the one who secretly doesn't feel like you're enough. And you might have a big ego because of that. That you might be the one that's not working out and you need to work out. Okay, but this person right here, they had a booty call. Like you called them and said, hey, come over and hang out with us. And then when you got there, their old lady or old man wasn't there. And now y'all had sex and you're falling in love. And this person's sitting over here feeling like maybe you drive them crazy with all of the calls and text messages, and they feel like they're not a good person, but they are grateful that you're in their life. All right, what else do you feel besides that? Did you block me? My calls keep going to voicemail. And it's late, really late. Why aren't you next to me? So you want to be next to this. I think you wanted, I think you have feelings for this person too. But you have trouble communicating yours. Let's see what you would say. All right, what would the person that had the affair with the married or committed person say? No. They would say no. Ooh. All right, what would you say to no? You would say, I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. And the damage has already been done, and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. You would say, I don't know how this happened, and the damage is done. Why would you say no? I think they would say no because they feel like they made a mistake. I want to get away from the burdens I have to deal with, that I'm stuck right now. So you would say, no, I can't do this because right now I'm stuck with all these burdens. Why would you stay stuck with burdens? I'm not taking those. Why would you stay stuck? You have a lot to say. Coming out in reverse. I'm trying to make a very difficult decision and it involves you. What are you trying to decide? This isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue. And I hid something from you, and I'm afraid to tell you about it. So they kept something secret from you. Maybe that they were with somebody else. You might not have known they were with somebody else. I don't know. Now I'm a little confused. I feel like we both need to go our separate ways for a while. And you might, because they may not have told you they had somebody else. You may not have even known that. You may have found that out later. All right, let's see what happened here. What happened here between these two people, Spirit? Somebody was being ignored because they did not have, like, they didn't feel the same way. One person here was very much in love and the other was not. And this looks like it happened in the past. What was hidden? Look, the secrets came out. There was something being hidden. Spirit's being funny now. Can you give me more about what was being hidden? That somebody was seeking. They were out looking for somebody to have an affair with. And what was being shown? That somebody was a liar. In reverse. Why were they lying? Everything's coming out in reverse. What were they lying about? Having an affair. Alright, what's happened next? The next thing is that there was a lockdown. It was winter. And somebody was frozen. Cold-hearted. But they were warming up. They were locked down in the winter. They could have been in jail. But somehow they got locked down. And it was winter. And somebody started thawing out. But they may have been faking. This person may have been faking and making you think they were thawing out. Interesting. Somebody was a liar when it came to having sex. So they lied to you about having sex. And they kept it secret that they were seeking. What were they seeking? What were they secretly seeking? Oh my God. There was a psycho they were trying to disconnect from. So this person turned into a psycho. It's like you had sex with them and they turned into a psycho. They were blowing your phone up and you were trying to ignore them. And it's because you lied about having sex. And you didn't tell them. What? Okay, something happened in the spring. Alright, this has got to be, we have to go. Somebody done effed up here. Alright, how did this happen when it comes to unmatched and off the hook? There was a love triangle. No, somebody had love on the brain. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, and reflecting. So this is what you're reflecting on. This is something you remember and you fantasize about. Alright, what's being hidden? That your shine does not irritate their demons. Okay, or maybe it does and it's being hidden. It's in reverse that your shine, your light irritates their demons. Why is it in reverse? Because somebody caught a case, or they maybe thought they caught a case and they needed to dust it off. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me that somebody had a smelly coochie and they needed to wash it. I'm sorry, but that's what it sounds like. What's being shown? That they were wasting time because they're not creeping, but they're a boss daddy. My daughter, hang on a second. Hey, what's up?
Can you quit telling Carol my business?
I'm on YouTube right now. I don't want to discuss this.
Okay, well when you get off YouTube, take the dog back.
Well, send me the address.
I did.
Thank you. Alright, what's going to happen next? Drama starter. Somebody's a groupie but in reverse. And they're carless. Oh, bless their heart. So somebody's a drama starter. They're not a fan and they're going to be carless. They're uninterested. And they were a thief. Remember they got locked up? They were probably a thief. Why are they going to be carless? Because of a cyberbully. So if somebody's going to go online and bully them into getting their car, why are they not a fan? Because of being a happiness hater, having fake accounts, and they feel like it's the same shit but a different day. Happiness hater came out in reverse. I think there was something about your videos or your social media. They had fake accounts on your social media so they could creep on you. This person's a boss daddy. They think they remember I told you they weren't enough, so they pretended to be more than they were. This is about played out. What's gonna be the outcome of all of this? Damn, there's a lot. Somebody's gonna be kissing ass because they're gonna have a romantic love affair. They're gonna have karmic friends who are hustling. Ooh. Outcome of that hustling? There's gonna be a fight. Somebody's gonna end up fighting because you're hustling with karmic friends. So you're gonna kiss ass so you can have an affair with boss daddy. And he's got karmic friends that are gonna be hustling, making money for him, and you're gonna end up fighting with them. And you can't dig any dirt either. And this person's a bully. They're going to talk this person into giving them a car online or some shit. This is crazy. Okay. Okay. This is way more than that one song led on. I'm just going to say, it's way more than just that one song. There's another song, and we're going to find out what it is. Hold on, because Spirit's that amazing, y'all. Give me a second. Spirit, there's more going on here than the one song, and I kind of thought that in the beginning, but I just didn't ask you. What else is going on here besides this one song? Can you please show me, Spirit? What else is going on here? Because this is way more than that one song. Okay, there's no words to this song, but it's called Hard on Myself by Worn Torn. I like his music. Get to the words, dude.
I ain't proud of the things I've done, but I sure as hell remember everyone. You don't gotta point your finger or raise your voice. Trust me, I already made that choice. I beat myself up better than you could. Dig through memories I never should. Sleep don't visit when regrets around, and I replay shit till I break down. I'm hard on myself, worse than they know. I carry guilt like it's carved in bone. Every wrong turn, every bridge I live, I replay like it's the greatest hit. I don't need help to hate my past. I do that all on my own and fast. You don't have to send me to hell. I'm hard on myself.
Alright, so I'll put the link to this in the description box.
I see that look like I don't give a damn, but this smile's just my sleight of hand. I laugh to hide what I can't fix. I've masked pain behind cheap tricks. I've let down folks I died for twice, and I've made peace with paying that price. But every sorry I ever said echoes back like a shot in my head. I'm hard on myself, way too long. Been dragging that shame like a 10-ton song. I don't need reminders or a jury's night. I've already played judge and I play God. I sentence myself with every breath. I don't forgive, I just accept. I'm not trying to be
He's not trying to be someone else. He's hard on himself. That's why he feels like we can't be all things in reverse. Because he doesn't know how.
You're looking in the mirror. Wish you could apologize for the reflection. I'm hard on myself every damn day. I wear my shame like it won't wash away. There ain't a voice meaner than my own. Ain't a man lonelier than one alone. But I still get up, still try like hell. Even if I never treat myself well, this pain ain't from someone else. I'm just hard on myself.
Okay. I'll put the link in the description box. So now we see a different side of this. Everything we just saw were the mistakes that this person made. And we see now that they're ashamed of the things that they did. It looked like to me that they had been a thief. They had cyberbullied somebody out of a car. They had cheated on somebody. They had ghosted that person. And it was even saying that somebody had to dust it off because they thought they had caught a case. I'm not sure what that was about. There was a lot of mistakes made here, and this person is carrying that shame around with them. And that's why they probably ended up with all... It started because they just didn't have good boundaries. And they may have been very good looking, and things change over time. We don't always stay youthful. And that might be why they feel like they're not hot, smart, and have a great ass anymore. Because maybe they don't work out like they used to. Because if you look at the guy on the front of this, he has a lot of tattoos. That could be significant. And he's also very fit. He's very in shape. And so this person could have been somebody who really took pride in their looks, and they were very buff at one time. All right, so now we see that what we're looking at are a bunch of mistakes that somebody's made. All right, universe, how are you working in this person's life? May I see, please? How is the universe working in this person's life? Same card, justice. Justice came out. All right, what's the energy to overcome? Justice came out in reverse. The Hanged Man. And what's going to pull it together? The Sun. And I will take this as a bonus card. And using good judgment. There could be something legal still going on here. What's the bonus? The World in reverse. So there's a cycle of your life that needs to end in order for you to be happy. It's like whatever cycle you were in when you got in all that trouble, you need to put that behind you and stop wearing that shame like a badge. And the universe is working on injustice being made right. It's in reverse, which means the justice needs to be made right. And it hasn't been. There's still injustice here. All right, let's find out a little bit more about what's going on here. Why is the injustice here? Because remember now, this involves somebody's family. You were praying at the beginning for your family. This is about you having trust that you can have success. So the injustice, maybe you feel like all the mistakes you've made are causing you not to be able to have success in life, and you're having to trust somehow. It has to do with your money and your success and your trust. It could be success in any form. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is this person seeing this from a different perspective? Whoops. Because they need to focus. They need to have hope and wealth. It has to do with money. Focus and having hope that you'll have wealth. Alright, and why is the World in reverse? because of you being blessed and blessed. Spirit is saying you need to close this old cycle of your life and stop being ashamed of all the bad shit you did, because you are blessed and blessed again. Blessed and blessed. Alright, why is the star here? Why did I say the star? Why is the sun here? Because somebody is very inspiring and there's a commitment. What would make you happy is this inspiring commitment. Okay, and why is judgment on the bottom of the deck? Because of you being strong, your dream, your courage, and your success again. This person is destined, it looks like, to have a lot of success. But they have to be strong, courageous in their dream. They need to focus on their dream, their hope, and their wealth. Okay, so now let's find out what's going on here. Sacred Destiny, show us what we need to see here. Why is justice here? Because you need to find the gateway. You need to be patient. There's going to be a gateway. Alright. Why is the Hanged Man here? Because of miracles and abundance. There's going to be miracles when it comes to your abundance. I think I'm going to read all these upright. They don't have reversals. Be patient for the gateway. There's going to be an open. Your Spirit's going to open the door for you when it comes to the injustice you've had. Even though you've done all of these horrible things that you feel ashamed of, Spirit's going to show you mercy and give you success. There's going to be a gateway. Just be patient. There's a unicorn and a crane, and there's rainbows, mountains, wildflowers could be significant. Pink wildflowers in particular. You have protection here and blessings again. Why is the world here? And see, this is that cycle you need to end. Why is the world here? What is it that's going on with the world? It has to do with leadership and your community. Somehow being a leader in your community. Alright, and why is the sun here? Your community came out in reverse, just so you know. Okay. The sun is about stillness, being in flow, forgiveness. Do the damn dishes came out in the wrong deck. So somebody is doing the dishes or needs to do dishes. Be diligent. And you're going to go on adventures. So the reason why you're going to be happy is because you're going to be still. You're going to get in flow. You're going to forgive yourself. Have forgiveness from others perhaps. And you're going to be diligent and go on adventures. Diligence is about giving time. Letting there be some time between crops. Like when you plant crops in a field, you can only plant them for, a few years. And then you need to give the the soil, time to replenish itself. Over time, it will replenish itself and it'll get rid of the disease and the pestilence and all of that. That person, when it said they could have caught a case because of dusting it off, that could have been a legal case. They could have caught a case and got put in prison or jail. That could be the way that could have. And dusting it off could have been that they found their fingerprints. Remember, they were a thief. So they could have stolen something and they got them on camera, or they found fingerprints or something like that. It's like somehow you need to be a leader and be in the right community, or be a leader in your community. You're so blessed. And you're going to be inspired to have a commitment. But it's going to be because you get healthy. You're going to get spiritually healthy. I think right now Spirit is working on you, inspiring you. Maybe there's a commitment that's inspiring you. That's all I'm going to say. And why is Judgment on the bottom of the deck? Butterflies are significant. Moths, maybe. Polar bears. The North Star. Love. Love. You're going to use good judgment when it comes to your love. Good for you, finally. And you're going to keep it simple this time. It's not going to be so complicated. I think you're going to find true love. And it's probably not either one of the people that we... Oh, look, you're going to have a new beginning also. Wow, you're fixing to have a lot of good stuff happen for you. I don't know who you are. But one way you can tell who you are is if you need to do the damn dishes. All right, let's look at that again. What's going on with this person now, Spirit? People are messy. Love them anyway. Okay. What's being hidden? What is this person hiding now? We were looking at their past. That they're not having sex right now. Or they are. It came out in reverse. And what's being shown? The family shit is not getting on their nerves. Okay. And what's going to happen next? You're going to spend time with Bae. I don't know who that is, but you're going to spend time with somebody and ask yourself if you really love them and love the one you're with. Alright, what would you say to Bae? Because you're asking yourself, do you really love them? I can't do this right now, and I need to hold back my true feelings for you. You remember that you're like asking yourself, do I really love them? What are your true feelings for them? Childhood trauma. I'm blocked. I wish I could be a different person. And will you leave me like the others? So you have abandonment issues. You want to spend time with somebody, but you're afraid. Or maybe this is your child, and they're wondering if you really love them. This could be a child of yours. Whoever this is, you feel like you can't do it right now, and you need to hold back your true feelings. And they feel like they have childhood trauma. This could be your child. They want to know if you're going to leave them. This person feels like they wish they could be a different person, and they're blocked. So whoever you're going to spend time with, you have had them blocked. Because you can't do this right now. You need to hold back your true feelings. I don't know who that was. Was that all the same person? That could have been all the same person. Anyway, let's see again. What would the other person say in case I got confused? Sometimes I do. Oh, this is somebody, sex with you came out. I haven't had sex with you. Or maybe I don't want to have sex with you. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. Why do you want to have sex with them? Because I want to be different, and you're different from everyone around me. So they feel like you're a very special person. I think you're this commitment that inspires them. I can't stop thinking about you, and will this ever change? Okay, so that kind of goes back to the original text messages, doesn't it? There's something going on between you and somebody. And over here it said you were going to use good judgment about love. Let's see how this person feels about you. Because this is the relationship that's happening in your current life. Everything else was previous. We have Twin Flame on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to move it to the middle to be fair. Third party influences came out. Apology for the past. That says past life, but for me that can mean this life, the past of this life. I want a second chance because of our past life. We have many lifetimes within one life, don't we? We change so much. This person wants to make a confession about something they never said to you in the past. This person wants to say a lot to you, but I feel they have a hard time expressing. How do they feel about you? Like this would be ecstasy, good times, excitement, but chasing thrills. It came out in reverse. Why do they feel like it's ecstasy in reverse? Because there's a soulmate, somebody's beauty, romanticizing your past life. Okay, so whoever this is, it's somebody that you are not. It's like a kiss. It's been a while since a kiss felt like kissing. This is somebody who is a soulmate. There's somebody who's beautiful, but you're romanticizing the past, and you want to confess. What do you want to confess? It's like you guys romanticize the past, and that's where that talk about a ring makes you think forever. We're better off with all this, but really you're not. It's like, but just because you continue to talk about, how the two of you are married and committed, but there's nothing left. There's nothing left of the relationship, but you continue to try and romanticize things and make. It's like all you look at are the good times you had, and you forget about all the bad shit that's happened. You have to stop doing that. You have to look at it as it is, how it is completely and totally, and all the patterns of dysfunction that you've brought into your life because of being in this unhealthy relationship. All right, this is a soulmate. It's not a twin flame. Somebody's very nourishing. This person could be incredibly beautiful, but you are romanticizing. The memories are not as good as they should be from your past, and that's why this is not a good time. You don't want to do this anymore. How does the other person feel? Like this is their family, and this is where they get their security, and they are established. Could definitely be a small child involved here, and they're clinging to this because it gives them security. So they don't even really want to be in this other than for the security. Are there any other feelings underneath that? They resist. There's resistance. And they feel like this is a curse. They secretly admire somebody, and they're suppressing this. They might even be shy, but they feel like this whole relationship is a curse. And somebody is nourishing. Who are they secretly admiring? How does that person feel? The one they're secretly admiring. Like it's over. Why is it over? Because they're missing you. This is the one who had the obsession, and you rejected them. And they are healing from that. How do you feel about them? This person has helped you to deal with your pride. There's a lot of chemistry. There's no peace, and you have a lot of sorrow, grief, and pain. Why do you feel so sorrowful? Because of needing to have an open heart. So your heart is actually open to this person now. Maybe all of this this is the one you ghosted. That could have happened in the past, and now your heart is open to that person, and you feel like the relationship you're currently in is a curse, and you're secretly admiring this person. But and karma came out. There's been a lot of karma, but they feel like it's over completely over. Could they potentially revisit this relationship? This has broken them. They're realizing that this has just broken them, completely broken their heart. But whatever happened between the two of you has broken them. And it's because y'all had no boundaries. And it could be the soulmate. You could be spying on the soulmate. Y'all could be separated and you're considering getting back together with him. I don't suggest you do it. I think that the relationship needs to have some distance. I think that it's time for you to focus on you. And when you're spending time with them, you're asking yourself, do you really love them? You remember a while ago the answer was no. Let's see what the answer would be now. Trust came out. I'm almost finished with this reading. What would the answer be now? Communicate clearly. Okay. Spirit said I'm not communicating clearly. Alright. What would you... Do you feel like you should stay in this relationship with this person that thinks it's over? Should you try to work it out? There won't be a peaceful resolution. But wait. Then why are you waiting? Because the answer will be yes to romance. Okay. Within the next few weeks in reverse, you have to wait. So this relationship right here, where this person got obsessed with you and they were blowing your phone up and you had an affair with them in the past and lied to them, or you lied maybe about having the affair to somebody else, whatever happened, Spirit is saying that there's no peaceful resolution to something, so you have to wait. And maybe it's their other relationship that's not going to have a peaceful resolution. And the answer is going to be yes to romance. Can you tell me if their old relationship is the one that's going to have no resolution? Big happy changes came out in reverse. And no helpful people, not within the next few weeks. What do you mean? Does that mean that it's going to end? Don't be assertive. Ask for help from others. Alright. If you ask for help from others, what will happen? Somebody would reconsider and the answer would be yes. But it's all coming out in reverse within the next few months. It's almost like it's repeating this. I think that relationship is over unless there's only one. Is the relationship with the person that's the soulmate over? Forgiveness came out. What does that mean? Is it over? Don't look for a sign. And you're not listening to your intuition. Okay, so maybe... So it's going to be repaired. It's not going to be reconsidered. Yes, I think that's the relationship that's going to be repaired. The one with the soulmate. I don't understand though. Something's not adding up here. Something's not adding up here. Hold on a minute. I'm missing something. What is going on here? Why is justice here? Because somebody has regretful comparison. Like they regret not showing love to somebody. Can you show me why they regret that? Because it caused karma. There's a wheel here. What was the karma? The King of Swords. So this person became very closed off emotionally to love. They shut down. When it came to love, they shut down. And it's because of the way they treated somebody, and they got karma from hell for it. Alright. Why is the hangman here? Because somebody is stuck and won't walk away from... They're too afraid to change, and they're reluctant to change. That's what they're seeing, is their reluctance to change. And they're realizing that if they really focus hard on what they need to do here, that there's hope for them to have wealth. There's no codependency here. And then somebody told a lie. Alright, why is the world in reverse? Because of a Queen of Cups. Cancer's here. That's the sun showing up in the reading. I'm not sure what the moon is in right now. I think it was in Cancer last night. It might still be. This person drinks wine. Remember red wine and mistakes? Tears rolling down your face. She is upright, but there's a chapter that needs to close, and she may be the person that you need to close it with. But you're reluctant and fearful of walking away from her. This could be a Pisces, because we have Pisces here. Or they might have a Pisces Venus or Pisces placement of some sort. Alright, why is the sun here? Because somebody had a Five of Pentacles misfortune. Something depressing, like... This is a card of just a bad time. You're having a really, really bad time. And someone is showing you love during a bad time. You're happy because somebody is being committed to you. But clarify this Knight of Cups. You're building a foundation with this person and you're happy with them. Okay, then why does... Maybe it's not ending with this Pisces because you're happy with them. Like this person, when you went through a bad time, they were there for you and showed you love. And so now you want to build a life with them. So then why do you need to change and have all this fear of change? Okay. Because there's an Empress who's independent and is single. Or they were. Why are they in reverse? Because of being in a relationship. So they're in a relationship now. Alright, why is Judgment here? Because of Justice right here. Remember your love life. This has to do with your love life. Show me who the Empress is in a relationship with. Pisces. This Hanged Man right here. Whoever is reluctant to change. What do they need to change? The Magician came out sideways. Why is the Magician here? Because that's what the moon was in Virgo last night. Sorry. Because of the Hermit in reverse, the Two of Coins in reverse, the Six of Cups upright, and the Lovers. So somebody has a lot of fond memories of a decision they made when they didn't make it carefully enough. When it came to realizing the focus if they hoped for wealth. I think they were trying to manifest this relationship, and now they're seeing it from a different perspective. Then why is the Queen of Cups here? Because this one is the one that lost their courage and got disappointed. What do you mean lost courage? This person moved forward real fast because they were real grounded in reality. They just realized this is not something that it's not worth fighting for. It's like this Queen of Cups, the reason why it hasn't ended with her is because I don't know why. Why hasn't it ended with her? Because you don't want to hurt her. Okay. So really, truly, you're in love. Someone was there for you during your misfortune, and you've built a solid foundation with this person. What's justice? The Moon, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Emperor. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Swords. This is a lot of cards, and typically I don't know God, I'm not. I'm going to put them back. It's just too much as a reader for me to grasp. Alright, talk to me about justice. Justice has to do with the Emperor. Why is justice on the bottom of the deck? That makes it a lot more simple. Because somebody's getting their courage back, their confidence back. Strength, courage, success, and dream. They're no longer afraid. What were they scared of? I think breaking somebody else. Yep, that's exactly what it is. They were afraid of ending it and in closing the cycle because of this woman right here. There's a Pisces, or they have a Pisces, probably Venus or some placement that's Pisces. And this person, you had a relationship with them, but you felt like it was no longer worth fighting for, and you were talking to somebody all the time, and you were grounded in reality, and you were getting over a heartache from probably breaking off things with this Pisces. And it's just time to close that. You never did. There's the Lovers again on the bottom of the deck. So you're going to make a choice because you're no longer attracted to this Pisces. This Pisces is no longer in the picture. There's an Empress who you're seeing from a different perspective. You're seeing that if you focus, you can have a lot of hope and wealth. And this commitment is the one that inspires you because they were there for you. When you went through all that traumatic stuff that you were so ashamed of, that Empress was the one who was there for you, who listened, who let you vent, who let you talk about your trauma, who allowed you to heal, to begin the healing process. And you have been reluctant to move on from this Queen of Cups. For one thing, she loves you. And I think you also have love for her, but you're no longer in love with her. Because that's what the song indicated. And you have so much shame that you don't feel like you're good enough to move forward. But you have developed a friendship with this Empress that's real. Like, y'all are real. You're 100% real. And they know you inside and out, and it looks like you no longer want to allow them to be single. Like, you want to be in a relationship with them. And so you're going to end it with the Pisces. And you should have done this a long time ago. But you weren't looking at this Empress. It was a friend of yours, and you weren't looking at them with eyes of anything but friendship. But as your other relationship continued to deteriorate, because that's what was happening, is that relationship was continuing to deteriorate for whatever reason. Maybe it was just because you had so much shame, and when all of that dysfunction happened, she was involved in it. And she was hurt by it all. It was probably your wife. Or at least like a common law, long-term relationship. And this person was hurt by all of that stuff. And so every time you looked at them, all you could see was the shit you had put them through. Whereas with this friend of yours, they were not involved in all the shit that people were put through. All they saw was maybe you on lockdown. You could have begun talking to that person while you were on lockdown. I don't know. But now you're asking yourself if you really love them. And I think the one you're going to spend time with is the Empress. And you're asking yourself, am I falling in love with this person? And this could have been somebody that in your past you had like a one night stand with, a hookup, and you ghosted them because you didn't really want anything but sex. It was just about the sex back then. Okay, now I want to see what might be your blocks, and then we're going to get guidance and we're going to close. What are the blocks to this person's relationship with their soulmate? What are the soulmate blocks? May I see, please? There's no good ones. You're holding on to somebody that's not a good one. Okay? Or maybe you're holding on to them because you feel like nobody else is any better. Alright, what are the blocks to you and this friend? Love sucks. One of you has stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can be open again. And changing them on the bottom of the deck. What else besides love sucks? Walking away. You rejected this person in the past. That's the only thing between you and the friend. And I think you have worked through that because you're friends. If you had not worked through that, I don't think you would be friends right now. I think they were there for you while you were going through a hard time where you had gotten in a lot of bullshit. Alright, what's going to show me some outcomes? Your dreams came out again. Alright, what else? You're going to get clarity. You're going to get clarity. I'm just putting these cards away so that when I do the next Q&A, I'll be ready. What are you getting clarity on? That injustice, compassion, and manifestation. What do you see? That Empress. That's what you're looking at. You're getting clarity. That's the Hangman. This is the energy to overcome. You're realizing that there was an injustice. You showed this person no passion. And this person manifested themselves to be a very powerful female who had a new beginning. So what might be your outcome with this person? Happiness. Anything else? There's a spirit guide and you're all going to have a commitment together. Look, that's the one you're going to love. Alright, so I thought so, but I wanted to make sure that we had clarity from spirit on that. So you are, it looks like, going to end up with this Empress, which means you're going to end it with this soulmate. The Empress, I think, is your friend. Reverse any roles you need to. Alright, is there anything we need to know out of this deck right here about this situation? There's going to be an apology and acceptance. Alright, anything else? There are children and chemistry. Why are you telling us this? Because of instability. Alright, what needs to be done different? There needs to be forgiveness, good boundaries. Somebody's longing for a twin flame, and there's a warning. What's the warning? There's support. And play hard. Oh, wow. Alright, so if you're longing for a twin flame, Spirit's warning you that you might end up supporting this person while they play hard. Show me the outcome of that twin flame. It'll be balanced. Oh, you're in denial about it being balanced. Be careful. This twin flame doesn't, and true love in reverse. How does the twin flame feel? Like there's obstacles. And there's somebody who hasn't learned a spiritual lesson. What might right now be the outcome of this twin flame? Whoa. They're mastering a spiritual lesson. And what will be the outcome then once they've mastered it? They'll release something. And it's that soulmate. Right now they're releasing the soulmate. So be careful with this twin flame. And they need to let go of the other person. If they're still with somebody else, you need to have good boundaries. Let them have the space to get through whatever they're going through. What might be the outcome of the soulmate? I think they're going to clam up. What do you mean, vulnerable? There's no chemistry. They're going to be releasing them because that's the mastering of the spiritual lesson. This soulmate, you cannot be completely open with them because there's no chemistry, and they are letting them go because you've mastered that spiritual lesson. That's the obstacles. The soulmate is the obstacles. What happens once they leave this person? Oh my God. Somebody's addiction is what happens. Let me see what the hell. Okay. Who has the addiction? The soulmate. That's why they're getting away from them. I can't make this shit up. Okay, thank God. Okay, look, you're going to have a new love. Who's the new love? The one you have the obsession with? Can you show me more about that relationship? Trust. Trust that it's protected. Why do you say that? Because of you wanting a second chance. You can't put away the computer. You don't think you're going to get a second chance with this person. What's the truth? Marriage is the truth. I think Spirit's saying you're going to marry this person. And also have integrity. What do you mean marriage and integrity? That's where the denial comes in when it comes to support. Clarify what that means. They won't take a leap of faith. What do you mean they won't take a leap of faith? Put away the computer. Somebody needs to play hard. You're not using your intuition. What am I not seeing, Spirit? I can't always see everything. Abundance. Have fun. You're going to have a lot of abundance. Put away the computer. Right now, they're not going to take a leap of faith. But it looks like you're going to have a second chance and maybe even marriage. But you're in denial about needing support. And the reason why you're in denial about needing support is because somebody here has a lot of freaking abundance. And you're going to have plenty of support. So don't worry about money. Stop worrying about money. Focus that you have hope when it comes to wealth. Trust your success. Strength, courage, success, dream. Inspired by this commitment that you're going to have. You're blessed and double blessed. Okay? Alright. How can this person stop effing themselves? Because I see you are. Like, you are really worried about money. How can they stop effing themselves? Don't declutter. Validate your past. You did the best you could, and focus on the past life connection. Why about the past life connection? Because right now you're awakening to the fact that your home needs, the past life connection is awakening to the fact that somebody's home needs some TLC and that they want balance in their life. Anything else? That soulmate. The soulmate came out in reverse. This is not living your dream. This soulmate that you have, it's not living your dream. Just be. Somebody here knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. I'm not going to keep going over and over and over it. I am going to give us some guidance, and I'm going to get it from this deck right here. Guidance, please. There we go. Right there. Oh, my goodness. Spirit, you are so on point today. So on point today. Psyche came out, number 37, and Lioness, number 26. Psyche. You are going to find the exact help that you need at the exact times that you need it. You have the ability to attract resources and even to create something out of apparently nothing. Don't put your focus or your faith in the material world and its seemingly endless obstacles and difficulties. Direct your attention and your trust towards our all-powerful and unconditionally loving universe, which is your friend and teacher. When you do this, you empower the universe to help you, and it really wants to in the most amazing ways. Psyche, goddess of the soul, accomplished seemingly impossible tasks as a human being before she became a goddess. She reminds us that our human courage, intelligence, willingness to go through the unknown and face our fears, even when the obstacles may seem insurmountable, is enough to succeed. She teaches us how to know when we must do something for ourselves and when we need to allow others with their different knowledge and skills to help us. She urges us not to be afraid of being vulnerable. She teaches that feeling weak at times doesn't mean we have no strength to succeed. We just need to be honest about how we feel whilst we choose to keep going and believe that somehow everything will work out. That's called having faith. Psyche knows that just like the emerging butterfly, the biggest challenge in our lives are actually helping us to become what we were always destined to be. Sometimes we need a push from the universe to do what we need to do to fulfill our divine potential. It's safe to trust what is happening in your life, even when the way ahead intimidates you. Refuse to give up when things get difficult. Remember, goddess in training, love will always find a way. Sacrifice. Why did I say that? Sacred ritual. Find some space where you can dance with your eyes closed without bumping into furniture. Play a piece of music that you would like to listen to at this time. Close your eyes and allow yourself to move. Don't use your mind to tell your body which steps to take. Feel for your soul within. Trust your soul to inspire your authentic self-expression. And then number 26, Lioness. Your ability to love yourself and be empowered is maturing. You're learning that the real beauty and value of you comes from within. You are learning to rise above emotional game playing with honesty. You can enjoy your attractiveness as a person without allowing it to control your life or your sense of self-worth. If others try to control you through their opinions about your appearance or in any other way, you will be strong enough to recognize it as their issue and nothing to do with you. Others will be attracted to your true inner beauty, appreciating your loveliness and enjoying how it helps them feel good about who they are too. Spiritual guidance. Lioness brings you her soul medicine, helping you recognize that your feminine power is grounded in dignity. She stands against beauty being used as a tool of manipulation to get something, to control someone, or put someone else down and make them feel unworthy. She knows that such behavior is dishonorable, taking what was once beautiful and distorting it into something ugly and corrupt. Lioness is the medicine of honor, of beauty that is enjoyed but not exploited. She is the sole medicine of courage. She refuses to be used as a pawn in another person's game. She refuses to play with the minds and emotions of others. Her ways are direct and open. She is confident in who she is, and she is not afraid to be honest. Some may try to get the better of you, but she knows that you will never let yourself be manipulated, even if quietly spoken. Your truth has the impact of a roar. Lioness is not afraid to claim what is rightfully hers. And she will not let you quit until you secure what is meant for you. With her confidence in your heart, with her confidence in your heart, you can live your life in the open without any need to hide. You are the holder of lioness medicine, a brave one, a huntress, and a protector of dignity, justice, and truth. Sacred ritual. Invite your inner lioness to communicate with you. Imagine, see, feel, or pretend that you can see her moving within your own soul. You may sense her resting, seeking out lion mates, protecting her cubs, or out on the hunt. Trust her to show you the wisdom you need for yourself. Now, as you play with your lioness spirit and soul medicine. Somebody is really coming into their power. This shame is no longer going to be your badge of courage. You're going to have actual, real courage and real strength from the universe. And I feel that you're going to end up in a very healthy relationship with this other person. What are the spiritual gifts that are operating here with these two? I think the two of you are meant to be together. What are the spiritual gifts? You have wisdom when it comes to celebrating, like partying too much. You're going to travel and you're going to make a lot of money. Coins. Or you might be finding coins. One more time, I'm hearing. There's a lot of music involved in your relationship. You're probably talking song titles. And you're also going to have a lot of abundance together. Good deal. Good deal, collective. Good deal. There's nothing wrong with having a drink as long as you do it in moderation. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there, Kailash, and take me a little break. Yes, I'm from North Carolina. How you doing, Mikey? Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. Thank you all. If you have to do dishes, me too, Azella. Me too. Thank goodness mine are in the dishwasher. Thank you all for being here. If you're watching me on the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to start putting a timestamp in for where the Q&A begins in case you just want to watch my Q&A and see how that kind of goes. In case you're curious if you ever want to ask a question. I do not charge for them, but I do have ways of donating money in the description box. And I'm trying to get, I'm at like $75 right now, and I'm trying to get that other 25 so I can get that payout, because I get paid every time I get $100 built up. And I left the commitment out. That wasn't by accident. That commitment's going to be important. There are ways that I can do like challenges during the readings, but I need to somehow get Kailash the privileges to do that, and I don't know how to do it. I have to figure it out. My friend Denny used to do it for me, I think, and I don't think he's been doing it lately. But if I can get Kailash on there where he can make those challenges, you can set challenges like and ask people to donate $10. And if 10 people donate $10, I mean, there's your 100 right there, right? And you could even do 5, you know, it doesn't have to be much, or 2, you know, and ask 10 people to donate $2. And then if everybody gave $1, hell, I sometimes have 100 views per video. I can make $100 per video. I could make a living off of YouTube, and I could quit. I wouldn't quit my day job, but it would be nice to be able to do that. But I'm happy to do it for free also. And I want you to understand that my heart is in this and that I could care less about the money. But it would be very good for Kailash if I were able to bless him, because he gives of his time. He has sat through 6-hour readings with me. I mean, he's been dedicated. And I have another moderator, Cheryl. Right now, Cheryl is healing from 2 very devastating deaths that happened back to back in her family. And so I'm just giving her some time to get herself healed up and get ready to come back. And then hopefully she'll come back. She typically helps me when I do afternoon readings, and Kailash does the morning because of the time zone difference. And I have 2 different audiences. Most of my viewers are in the United States, but they don't engage and they don't comment. They don't like the videos. And that's fine. I get it. You don't want anybody to know you watch tarot. I get it. But make a fake account so nobody knows who you are. And then you can engage and you can comment. And I don't care if you have a fake account, as long as you're not making 2 so you can ask questions 2 times and take time away from somebody else asking a question. All right, I'm going to take a break and shut up now, and I'll be back in just a minute, Kailash, if you want to pull together a list for me, okay? Thank you for the likes. If you guys on the replay could give me a few likes, I'd appreciate it. The more likes, shares, and subscribes, the more my video gets seen and the more money it makes, okay? Thank you. I'll be right back. Kailash, you gonna get me a list together, baby? Have you got some people who want questions answered? My coffee went down the wrong hole. You think you're gonna have any questions, sweetheart? Israel. Okay, see if you can get anybody together while I let Otto out, and I'll be right back. If not, then we'll close when I get back. Come on, sugar. Come on. You want to go out too? Do you need to go potty? You have a minute out today. Come on. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Yeah, Otto doesn't like you because he doesn't want a brother. Yeah. Come on. in here. Cosmo's mad. He's in the window fussing at me. Hi, Zella. Should you visit your grandma? Even, I'm thinking it's supposed to say though. Hey, Manya. My aunt don't. Okay. It's just that she's old. You want to see her before she passes, but you don't want to make things worse. What should I do? Okay. Isella, this is your grandmother. Why does your aunt not want you to visit? Can you be transparent about that? What's going on with the aunt? Can't you visit without the aunt being there? Can you make arrangements to visit without her being there? Let's ask your angels. Angels, should Isella visit her grandmother before she passes? Improving health and no forgiveness. Maybe she's not going to pass right now. Should Isella visit her grandmother? No need to worry, forgiveness. It looks like you might be able to visit. Should Isella visit her grandma before she passes? Forgiveness. Ask your angels. Should Isella visit her grandmother before she passes? Somehow I'm not communicating clearly when it comes to unhelpful people. Will the aunt allow her to visit the grandmother before she passes? Spirit said, stop. You're not ready. Is that a no? Remain positive, but not within the next few weeks. It's not up to you. So it looks like your aunt is going to block you from visiting her right now. Yeah, she is. Oh, they have your kids. Oh, right now it doesn't look like she's going to let you. And it looks like she has the right to tell you you can't. I'm so sorry. Let me ask something else. Is there a chance Isella will ever get her kids back? Wait until it's the right time. There's nothing better. Is she going to get her children back at some point? I'd like a yes or a no, please. Recovery and romance. You're not listening to your intuition. So maybe you're recovering, and I don't know what romance might mean. But I'm feeling a yes, that at some point, if you do the right things and keep putting one foot in front of the other, that yes, there's a chance you could get your kids back. Will the grandmother be alive when that happens? It's possible not. Will she get to visit before she passes? It looks like you will get to visit before she passes, and there will be a compromise made. Right now, it's not the right time. Okay? And it looks like if you keep doing the right thing, you will be able to get your children back also. Alright, Manya, let's see what's up with you, baby. Oh, you two are funny. Awesome. Okay, good. Alright, what's going on with you, Manya? How you doing, baby? Current feelings of Mox. Okay. Let's see what's up with Mox today. What is Mox feeling when it comes to this relationship with Manya? May I see, please? Loyalty and soulmates. What is Mox feeling today? Clinging and not to a soulmate. What is Mox feeling today? He's lusting and there's a soulmate. Alright, show me his current feelings for Manya today, Spirit. What are his current, what's the current energy about his feelings today? He doesn't realize it's only you. Why doesn't he realize that? Because of being shallow and having memories, but he is healing. Okay, that's good. Right now, he's not seeing the right perspective, so that's the energy to overcome, seeing the right perspective. What happens when his healing happens? It says time, you have to wait. You're going to have to wait for that. It's going to take some time. Okay. Anything else you want to let us know? No lusting. Why no lusting? Why no sexual lusting? Because he doesn't want to feel hopeless when it comes to spying. So somehow you're able to spy maybe, or he is. And something is deep, Manya. That's what I'm getting for you. Let me look at one more thing. Where's Mox in this journey, Spirit? We see he's healing. He's recognizing... Ah! Cosmo just flew to see me. He might fly to see you. Where is he at in this twin flame journey? Where is he at? We saw he was healing. Woo! That flew out. He's nostalgic. He's very nostalgic right now. And where's Manya? You hear that puppy whining? Manya, the third party card came out. Are you in a place, honey? What's connecting the two? Justice, justice, and a commitment. That's good. You might be in a place that you can't get out of, and he's very nostalgic, and there's going to be justice. What does justice look like? The summer? What about the summer? Somebody's going to surrender and refocus this summer. What's be the outcome of that? Something being on pause? Can you show me what? Has to do with forgiveness? And somebody not talking to somebody. Why is forgiveness here? For not reinventing and being guided. Being guided how? To take off their mask. He's wearing a mask and he's bound. And he's very creative also. Somebody is. Anything else? Divine timing came out. There's barriers right now for this relationship. Something definitely changed. There's more healing that needed to be done, and it looks like it's happening. Okay, baby? Yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for the likes. If you haven't liked, please do. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. Okay. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. Y'all must know each other. Alright, let's get a career reading for Kailash. I want to use this deck right here and find out. Hush up! Hush up! I'm going to take you back to your mama in a little while. I'm going to take that puppy back to where it came from. I don't need no puppy. Drama! You're shedding drama, Kailash. Good for you, baby. What's going on with Kailash's career, Spirit? No bullshit, please. Spirit guides, can you step in? Money matters and no drama. Ooh, you might be dealing with some drama because you're not making any money right now. You're going to have a beginning and no drama. Spirit, please. No bullshit. Spirit guides and angels, step in. Step in and give us correct answers. What's going on with Kailash's career life, Spirit? May I see, please? An ending is going on with you right now, Kailash. An ending. That's what's going on with you. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. Alright. What is Kailash supposed to do now that this ending has occurred? Independence came out, Kailash. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. Cutting ties. So what should he do with his independence? Right now there's no movement. Okay, I'm going to tell you what that means. You'll make no progress now, and you'll not be able to overcome obstacles in your path. No big leaps forward are possible. Alright, so when will this change and how will this change? How will this change? How do we change this? How do we change the obstacles to this career life? What does Kailash need to do? No bullshit. Spirit guides. Step in, please. It's about timing, Kailash. It's all the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it now, wait, or make a different decision. What should Kailash do about timing? New life came out. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place. And it'll be a great match. But for some reason they're coming out in reverse. So I just want to flat out ask your angels. Angels, will no bullshit. Kailash get a new job of some sort that can support him financially in the next month. May we see, please? Any new job offers in the next month that'll be promising and will lead to abundance for Kailash. Any abundant job offers in the next month. Yes, be assertive. Yes, be assertive. But it came out in reverse. And no is on the bottom of the deck. Damn, that's fucked up. So it's really saying no, stop being assertive, no. How is he fucking himself? Celebration came out, nutrition came out, and explore yourself came out. Time for a glow up. You need to somehow celebrating what you're eating and peel off the false persona and get to know yourself to find your truth. Alright, I'm going to pull another deck of cards and see what comes out for your career. Show me where. Shut up, puppy. Where does Kailash need to focus his energy in order to find another job that can support him? Nasty, please. What does he need to focus his energy on in order to be successful in his career? Juggling and networking. May I see, please, where he needs to focus his energy to be successful? Spirit says social media, emotions, and don't settle. No conflicts. Outcome of social media. Spirit says you don't have a strategy right now, but there's going to be a shift. And stop talking about it. Don't talk about it. Ow, 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 ow! This damn bird. It's time for networking. You need to network. Somehow social media. You might find a job on a social media site like LinkedIn. But don't tell anybody. Right now you don't see a strategy. But there's going to be a shift. And do not talk to anybody about it. Let's see the outcome of the shift. Get off my shoulder. We're not going to talk about it. Spirit says we're not going to talk about it. Network, Kailash. We can't talk about it any further. I don't know why. But it's time to have a shift. I'm sorry I don't have better news, baby. But right now it looks like the universe has you blocked, sweetheart. Yeah, it'll happen. And the timing, it's all about the timing. The timing is off. And he just all of a sudden decided to come in here and attack me. Saw that, right? Okay. Alright, you guys. He wants to be clown. He's clowning around. That's what they call this. You're clowning around, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's showing off for you guys. He is really a mess. Yeah, much love to you too, Kailash. He's being a clown. See you next time. I love you guys. Thank you for your help, Kailash. Let's see if we can figure out how to get your settings changed so you can set those challenges up. And you can also, if we get it set up right, you can also promote the channel. They give you the option to promote the channel. I got to go in on a computer or laptop. I can't do it on my phone. And I got to give you like all the moderation privileges. Okay? I'm going to work on getting that done this weekend so that you can maybe focus on the channel a little bit more and promoting, you know, the channel some, and challenging people during the readings to donate a certain amount if they want me to do Q&A. Like, we can set it up like that. So you say, if you want Q&A at the end of this reading, 10 people have to donate however much, $5, $10. And then we can start making money per reading if they want Q&A. And then they don't have to pay for Q&A, but if they want it, they have to pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? So in a sense they are, but they're only paying a couple dollars for something that would typically cost you, you know, $50. And if people would start joining the channel, I would start doing special content just for those people. So you could also start promoting that. You know, maybe while you're not doing anything else, start putting more energy into the channel. And I'll give you a higher level of privilege so you're able to do that. Okie dokie. Mwah. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.